Iggy's Travel Guide. Hello folks, welcome to Iggy's Travel Guide. Following the previous report, today I'm here at Tsukuba Space Center of JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency in city of Tsukuba, Ibaraki Prefecture again. I'll continue to report the most advanced technology of Japan's space development from here. I'm Toshi, a member of IGIA, Ibaraki Guide Interpreter Association. Last time I showed the outline of ISS, International Space Station, but today I'd like to guide you to the inside of the full-scale mock-up of Kibo, Japanese experiment module, a part of ISS. The central part of Kibo is the pressurized module or onboard experiment module. Its cylindrical shape and the size is approximately 11.2 meters long and 4.4 meters in diameter. Actually, the inner pressure of Kibo is maintained at 1 atmosphere, so astronauts can live without spacesuit. Let's go inside right away. As you know, ISS is in almost non-gravity, so there is no division between up and down in it. Therefore, astronauts are apt to lose their sense of balance. To prevent that, speaking of Kibo, floor side is painted blue and lighting equipment are installed on the ceiling side. It's a good idea, isn't it? There are various experiment devices on both sides of pressurized module. For example, killfish have been reared in the equipment to research the effect of gravity on their fish ponds. Also, you can watch the scene of the experiment and the daily life of astronauts on video in this mock-up.
2008年、希望日本実験棟で実験が始まりました。
And this is the airlock or double door system to control the inner pressure. Astronauts can transfer the experiment devices directly from the pressurized module to the exposed facility or outboard experiment module and vice versa through the airlock by manipulating the Kibo's robotic arm. This is the robotic arm control panel. This airlock is only for devices and astronauts pass through another airlock to go outside.
3, 2, 1, mark.
Now, astronaut Koichi Wakata, who is joining his fourth space flight mission, will do his job for half a year till May 2014, and during the last 2 months of the mission, he will serve as a commander of ISS. This will make him the first Asian astronaut to command ISS in history. Well, let's go outside. This is the exposed facility which enables to install 10 experiment devices under the conditions of microgravity. For example, the devices to collect the various environmental data of the cosmic space, which is called instrument screen in space, and also an X-ray camera to probe deep into the space is in operation for 20 hours a day. The big cylindrical-shaped facility located next to Kibo's mock-up is the H2 transfer vehicle, Konotori, a cargo transporter to the ISS. Formerly, American Space Shuttle was used mainly for this purpose. However, now HTV has replaced it with the transporter ATV, Automated Transfer Vehicle of Europe. At this time, HTV is non-returnable, but now adding a returning function is also under investigation. Next, I'd like to show you Japanese rockets. The origin of rockets is said to be arms developed in China, and also the origin of Japanese rockets was an ultra-compact pencil rocket, whose length was 23 centimeters and fuel was compounded. This is a mock-up, not a model. The route leads to the low-cost solid fuel launch vehicle Epsilon, which was launched successfully in September 2013. After pencil rockets, liquid fuel rockets became the world standard, and Japan also started to develop them. It also leads to the purely domestic H-2 and primary Japanese launch vehicle H-2A. In addition, H-2B, which is an upgraded version of the current H-2A, was developed to launch H-2V. The engines used for the first stage of these rockets are Japanese LE-7A, whose power per machine is said to be equal to that of 4 jump jet engines. It's great! Well, folks, in this space center, beside the Space Dome, there is a provision of 3 special tours, which you can join by making a reservation. Next, I'll show you about the tours. This is the Kibo Mission Control Room, and during this tour, you can watch the people working inside of the room through the window. In this room, JAXA flight control team members are communicating closely in 3 shifts around the clock, with astronauts in Kibo each other, which are orbiting the Earth at an altitude of 400 kilometers. Team members monitor and operate the devices and experiment system and perform the various tasks in cooperation with the astronauts in Kibo. Yes, that's why astronauts can work in space free from anxiety. These are the facilities for astronaut training. In this course, you can see the facilities for basic training, healthcare, and physical exercises. However, unfortunately, new recruitment of astronauts is frozen now because the government has not yet decided the policy whether or not Japan participate in the ISS mission beyond 2016. The government decision-making on this issue at the earliest possible is strongly desired. This is a tour to experience loud acoustics and vibrations of large-scale rocket launch with a video. I have joined it once, but can't forget the acoustics just like an earthquake sound. This is the sound of H-2A launch vehicle recorded at 3 kilometers away from the launch site in Tanegashima, Kagoshima Prefecture. I'd strongly recommend to experience it firsthand. At last, I'd like to show you a unique shop where you can buy space food. This shop is in the building called Planet Cube, located just behind the Space Dome. The most popular space food here among visitors are said to be curry, bread, takoyaki or octopus dumpling, yokan or sweet bean jelly, and ice cream. Why don't you try them?
Well, folks, how did you enjoy the Tsukuba Space Center tour? Did you have fun? Reported by Igia Toshi. See you again.
Hi folks, we are tourist guides for you. When it comes to traveling near Ibaraki Prefecture, please feel free to ask us any questions. Also, we are happy to receive your reservation request for your next trip. Please send us an email at the following address. Thank you.